I grew up, I want to be a doctor. When I grow up, I want to be a soccer player. When I grow up, I want to be a therapist. When I grow up, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be an astronaut.
It is part of the mission of St. Francis Children's Center to foster the dreams of children. We want all children to be able to find the best parts of themselves. So whether it's in our children's long-term support program, where we're working with children who have fairly profound needs, who are going to require ongoing support, or it's children in birth to 3 who might have a delay or disability that's discovered early on, or it's children in our early education center. What we want them all to know is that they are special individuals with unique hopes, dreams, abilities, gifts, and to help give that young child the sense that we believe in you.
My name's Aiden Paul Bush. On November 5th, 2016, I got my brain tumor. I was in a coma for 3 months.
Aiden, he was the happiest baby, always smiling, and his face when he'd smile would just light up. And he was just such a happy, loving boy. If you were crying or upset, even as a little boy, he'd come give you a hug, and he would get emotional because he'd be so empathetic and compassionate. Aiden always loved wrestling, always liked WWE, and I think his dad kind of led him into that. Aiden enjoyed playing football before his brain tumor, and Aiden just enjoyed life, and people enjoyed Aiden. It was around first grade when we noticed the behavioral changes. Aiden would, in the classroom, start yelling or swearing. Never said shut up, never, talked to the point where he was saying vulgar swear words, and I'm like, something's not right for him to be acting this way. I took him to the ED at Children's. I was trying to explain to them all the symptoms that Aiden was going through, and then they noticed his vision was a little off. And they said, okay, let's get a CT. And then they got the CAT scan, and then they told us it's called pilocytic astrocytoma. It's on his midbrain, a brain tumor. She showed me the scan, and just his ventricles all enlarged in his brain. And I just remember walking out of that room, going in the hall, and just crying hysterically. I had no idea. I don't know what a brain tumor is. I don't know the medical components of what that all entails. All I know is I'm a mother, and I love my son and would do anything for my child. But I had my hands tied because I didn't know what to do. We had 3 neurosurgeons doing the procedure because of where it was in his brain. And they had to reach out to throughout the world to try and figure out how to get Aiden to wake up. That's when I knew my world and our families would change. It was very overwhelming, but we still had Aiden with us, and I think that's what got us through. And then finding out more and more about these available resources is what made things more manageable.
So Aiden is part of our children's long-term support program. After his surgery, it was evident that he was going to need additional supports, that something had changed.
And just with the shaking, he couldn't hold things without shaking. He still can't really feed himself without making a mess. Something so that we all take for granted, he couldn't do.
So the Children's Long-Term Support Waiver Program is a home and community-based program that works with children with disabilities and their families to get supports and services within their community for the child to reach their fullest potential.
I met Melissa, who's just amazing. And through this program, he has private swimming lessons that he loves. It's kind of where he could be back to his 7-year-old self and, be able to swim like a normal kid.
He needed assistance with activities of daily living, so we got him set up with an agency that helps to provide one-on-one support for some of those activities of daily living that he needed.
We meet families where they are, and our specially trained service coordinators also are able to see, as they go into the home, what might be needed. Could the child benefit from going to a summer camp? Is there a sibling in the home who could benefit from being part of our Sib Shops program? So it's really trying to figure out, where is this family? What's happened? What is their journey? Putting ourselves into a place of complete compassion for that family and seeing, how do we build this family up?
This program puts just a huge smile on my face. That gives me hope that Aiden will have opportunities, will be okay. Just that carefree world where there's no stress and no worries and just smiles and laughter. I'm still worried and probably will always be worried about Aiden's future, but St. Francis Children's Center has just been amazing. The services that we've received and just the incredible people that have been there to support not only him but myself just lets me know that Aiden will be okay.
This isn't about sadness, and this isn't about the feeling of desperation. No child should face a barrier that prevents them from reaching their goals. That we are always going to remove those barriers. We're going to challenge assumptions. We are going to work as a team to figure out what exactly each child needs. It's about finding a new path forward.
When I grow up, I want to be a princess. I want to be a daddy. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor.
When I grow up, I wanna be a wrestler.